Happy full moon in Sagittarius. Welcome to our channel. Today is a really important day for me because I remember when I started this YouTube channel many years ago, and that all started in Portugal. And I remember my first recording was quite difficult for me, and I was full of stress and excitement at the same time. I learned a lot since then, and yeah, here I am going back to YouTube today, having the sea breeze behind me, connecting to the Mother Earth. We have full moon in Sagittarius. It's quite important moon. Sagittarius is a strawberry moon. It's a very good moon for intentions. It's a very good moon for letting go of what no longer serves us. For me, last few months was all about the transformation. It was all about learning what I need to let go, what doesn't serve me anymore, what doesn't serve my purpose. So now is the question, what do you want to let go? What is there for you to learn about yourself? Sagittarius is a fire sign. A fire, as we can imagine, burns really fast. So learning how to slow down. Then what else? Sagittarius is full of curiosity. What would you like to learn? Is there anything you would like to develop? Is there any lesson you would like to reflect on? What brings you where you are now? What is there for you to learn about you? Not me, not anybody else, but you. One of those things. It's kind of like, if you think of like an arrow pointing somewhere into the goal. But before we set the goal and point to the goal, what we need to remember is to reflect on what we so far learn and experience. It's all about first being able to appreciate what you have learned so far. Because I know for a long time, I wasn't appreciating myself. And even though I work as a coach, I help people to support their mental health and their development and finding their own unique self. It's constant discovering of finding my own unique self. And life is never ending learning lesson of learning about self. But the more you learn about yourself, the more you know about the others. And Sagittarius is telling us that it's time to shine. It's time to take that light and that fire, not outside, but within. How about the boundaries? When do you say no? Do you know when to say no? Do you know no is a full sentence? Oh, guys, it's one of those things like holidays, saving money, a bit of money to be able to go somewhere and do something for yourself. It's so important. And yeah, find that peace within. Yeah, Sagittarius is all about the inner child as well. But really, every sign is about the inner child. Every moon is about connecting to your inner self. It's just maybe we feel like overwhelmed, but maybe that overwhelmed is telling us to slow down. Because I know that sometimes I thought I was stopping, but I wasn't. So really connecting to that slowing down. How do you slow down? Is by observing, by acknowledging what is around you, by taking different paths to work in order to be more aware, in order to be more connected to your surroundings. It's like, if you haven't cycled for a while, it's going to take you a while to go back on a bike and feel comfortable about it. So changing the routes, it's very important. That helps you to connect to your own self, to your own roots. Because when you keep going in the same direction and you forget to look on the left and right, and it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. Yeah, it took me a while to go back to recording. I just had I didn't even plan that today. I just went to the beach. I I was hoping I'm gonna see the sunset and the full moon, but unfortunately I'm on the side of not being able to see it. It's on the other side. But I just really want you to know that you are worthy of loving. You are worthy of being here. That each one of us have something special about ourselves. And that what is special about us is hidden behind our weakness, is hidden behind our fears. But in order to get there, face those fears. Face those stuff. Connect. Don't be afraid to feel shady. Don't be afraid to connect to your insights. Don't be afraid of being afraid. Because the fear, behind the fear, there is a light. So what we are afraid of, what we are guilty about, acknowledge, observe your triggers, learn on your emotions. Don't let emotion take over. Because Sagittarius is quite intense. Fire signs are very, very much connected to their ego. They have this possibility of knowing, but knowing beyond is taking the possibility of knowing within. So the less we know, the more we see. Does that make sense? So it's more about feeling. But when we feel, we are afraid to feel. We are afraid to show the vulnerability. But then surround yourself with people you can be yourself with. So you can work on yourself. So you can empower each other to grow. Guys, it's never too late. Everything happens for a reason. Everywhere we have a warnings. But be able to see the warnings, we have to slow down. You know? Take a few deep breaths. Let it all go. You're worth being here. You know? Let that fire sparkle for you. Before you put that fire outside, ask yourself a question. Is it worth? Is it not worth for me? Before you put that mask on somebody, put that mask on yourself. This is ultimate. Even Mother Earth is thinking about herself now. How about you? You are worthy of everything you want. So the boundaries, speaking your truth, but accepting what you feel, accepting the weakness, not being afraid to say no. No is a full sentence, right? But also not being afraid to be who you are, who you truly are. Voice yourself. If you are too quiet, use your voice. Don't be afraid. Speak up. Right people will come your way. If someone doesn't understand it, then they know worth to be around you. Because you want to be who you want to be. Obviously. Humble it out. If something triggers you, work on it. That's it. You know? Love us like we love you. I hope I will be back soon. See you. Happy full moon in Sagittarius, strawberry moon. Woo! Be good. Mwah, mwah, mwah.